The twin suns of Letheria sank below the horizon, casting violet and gold hues across the crystalline spires of the royal city of Alicia. High above the capital, aboard the orbital palace Archeon, Princess Selira pressed her face to the transparent wall of the observation deck, her long, iridescent hair cascading like liquid starlight down her shoulders. She was not alone. In the distance, below the palace, a blue and green planet rotated slowly in the void. Earth, a relatively young, inconsequential world on the edge of the Orion sector. To her people, it was nothing more than a backwater speck barely qualifying for galactic observation. But to Selira it was everything. "Your thoughts drift again, daughter," Queen Vealora said, stepping into the room. Regal and formidable, her figure was cloaked in robes woven from photon threads, glowing with pulses of energy. Her presence always shifted the gravity in the room, figuratively and, due to her biomech enhancements, sometimes literally. Selira turned slowly, her eyes, deep pools of lavender, meeting her mother's gaze. "I saw him again today." The Queen's expression hardened. "This human obsession of yours has gone far enough." Selira clenched her fists, her voice trembling with urgency. "He's not just some curiosity. His mind, his emotions, they're raw, yes, but brilliant. Beautiful." Queen Vealora crossed her arms. "You are heir to the most powerful empire in the Androvax spiral. Billions kneel at our command. And yet you squander your time watching a linguist from Earth." "He's more than a linguist," Selira shot back. "His name is David Reeve. I've been observing him for months. He's trying to decode what he thinks is alien communication, one of our old beacon signals that crashed in Siberia. You know our contact laws. Humans are not yet ascended. They are to be studied at a distance." "I don't care." Selira's voice rose, echoing through the chamber. "I want him. Mother, I want this human." Queen Vealora stared at her daughter, silent and unmoving. Then she turned, robes flowing behind her. "Come. Let us speak with the oracles." Chapter 2. The Forbidden Spark. In the Chamber of Echoes, ancient AI oracles pulsed in time with the cosmic winds. Voices from 10,000 years of Letherian rule whispered through the chamber, each a thread in the web of destiny. Selira knelt before the central oracle node. "I seek your judgment." The AI's voice echoed like stardust. "Princess Selira of House Vealora, you are bound to the prophecy of unity. The blood of stars shall not mingle with the seed of dirt." Selira's jaw tightened. That prophecy is ancient, outdated, yet still in force. The convergence of your soul with a Terran's would disrupt the genetic harmony of Letheria. The potential for singularity collapse exists. Queen Vealora stood behind her daughter, silent. But her eyes narrowed. Selira pressed on. "He is different. His cognitive frequency resonates with Letherian wavelengths. That has never happened before with a human. The simulations prove it." The oracles fell silent for a moment. Probability of compatible hybridization, 3.7%. Possibility of cultural destabilization, 87.2%. Risk of empire fracture, high. Selira rose. "I don't care about probabilities. Care about truth, emotion, love." Queen Vealora stepped forward, placing a hand on her daughter's shoulder. "Very well. You may descend to Earth. Observe him closely. If he is truly what you say, you may bring him to us. But, on one condition," the Queen interrupted. "He must choose you freely. No manipulation. No technology. Win his heart as a mortal woman would." Selira's heart soared. I accept. Chapter 3 Earthbound Hearts. David Reeve lived alone in a cluttered apartment on the outskirts of Seattle, buried in research papers, digital logs, and fragments of an alien transmission he'd discovered in the Siberian tundra. His colleagues called him obsessed, even delusional. But he knew the signal wasn't noise. It had structure, rhythm, intelligence. That night, as he pored over the signal again, a soft knock echoed from the door. A woman stood outside. Her skin shimmered subtly, as though lit from within. She wore jeans and a black hoodie, blending in almost. "Hi," she said. "I'm Celira. I saw your talk at the Linguistic Symposium last month. The one about the Siberian signal." David blinked. "That was a closed seminar. I have connections." She smiled, her eyes twinkling with cosmic mischief. "I'm fascinated by your work." David, normally awkward with strangers, found himself opening the door wider. "Come in." Over the next few days, Celira and David grew inseparable. They discussed phoneme structures, harmonic resonances, and the mathematics of syntax. But more than that, they connected. She was witty, curious, strangely poetic. She asked questions no one else did. Understood him in ways no one ever had. One night, under a cloudy sky, she asked, "David, do you believe in life beyond Earth?" He looked at her with a wistful smile. "Sometimes I think the only intelligent life out there is waiting for us to stop blowing ourselves up." Celira laughed. "And if they were already here, I'd say I hope they're more like you." He leaned in. Their lips met. And in that moment, Celira felt the barrier between worlds begin to crack. Chapter 4 The Queen's Decree. Word reached the Queen through her neural lattice. Celira had not only made contact, she had succeeded. Queen Vealora summoned the council. "We cannot allow this union," Lord Inthar hissed. "The humans are primitive, chaotic." "Yet the princess has chosen," another counselor countered. "And the oracles did not forbid it." "The people will revolt," someone else warned. "What message does this send?" Queen Vealora raised her hand, silencing them. "The fate of our empire cannot be dictated by fear. I will meet this human. If he is as she says, let him come before me." Chapter 5 The Ascension Trial. David's world shattered the moment Celira revealed the truth. "You're not from Earth," he said, stunned. "You're not even human." She nodded. "I am Princess Celira of Litheria. And I love you." He stepped back. "This is insane. I lied about who I was. But not about what I feel. I've broken more laws than I can count just being with you. But I would give up everything, my crown, my title, to stay." "Why me?" he whispered. "Because you saw beauty in a broken signal. Because you listened when no one else would. Because you see the universe not as it is, but as it could be." A day later, he stood before Queen Vealora in the Archeon Palace, wearing ceremonial robes that felt too heavy, too surreal. The Queen's voice boomed across the throne chamber. "David Reeve of Earth, you seek to join the royal line. Before that, you must pass the Ascension trial." "I didn't come for a throne," he said. "I came for her." "Even so. To walk among us, you must prove your soul." He was led to the Hall of Echoes, where his mind was scanned by ancient Litherian relics. They showed him his memories, his guilt, his fears. His father's death, his failed career, the isolation he had cloaked in research. But he faced them. And he rose. When he returned, Queen Vealora watched him with unreadable eyes. "You carry pain, but you do not let it control you. You are flawed, but so are we all. You may stay." Chapter 6 Starbound love. Celira and David wed beneath the silver trees of the sanctuary moon. Billions watched the ceremony, the first interspecies union in Litherian history,